Monday. Well, okay. Well. Okay. Anyway, it's Monday already. It's time for another Miraculous Reddit video. Oh my goodness, I never saw it coming. Anyway, top post of the week. This comic was made in 2 minutes. Daddy, not now, son. Daddy, not now, son. Dad, not now, son. Son, kill your son. Oh, man. Marinette has been working on her parkour, and okay, I guess she has. I guess I need to rewatch Daddy Cop to see if this was actually in it, because I don't remember that being in it, but, you know. Do y'all remember how insane these reveals were? No, because I wasn't in the fandom around this time. I think about this quite often. When asked about his favorite ships, Thomas stated to enjoy all of them, but found the one between Nathaniel and Mark to be the most interesting and most complex to create. I wonder why. My interpretation on the redesigns. Okay, we're gonna speedrun through these because I do not have time to go through every single one of these. I think Alex not changing just represents how chill she was about everything. Yep, go Alex, #1 supporter. Luca's outfit represents a clean slate. His old style was influenced by Jagged, and now it's a fresh start with... Yep, okay. Nino, he's growing into his style as a DJ, okay. So he's no longer afraid of being herself. She adds on from her previous design, but this time she feels more comfortable to fully express herself. Right, Alia doesn't change much other than the bag Marinette made her. Okay. Mark's old design was more shy. He always knew who he was, so he didn't change much. Yep. Kagami has free will as a senti-human, but her mother still controlled her. Despite giving Kagami the ring, the uniform represented the influence her mother had on her. She no longer wears the old uniform, but wears similar colors. She truly has control over who she is now. Yep, I skipped over Sabrina for a reason. And I'm gonna skip over Kim. Max doesn't change much because he doesn't need to change. He leans on more of a nerdier aesthetic because he's proud of who he is. And Nathaniel, I don't really care. Ivan, I don't really care. Julika was never outspoken. She always had the attitude but couldn't properly express herself, and it's partially due to her speech impediment. Now that she has overcame it, she now feels like she can speak the way she always wanted to, both vocally and physically. And if my thing would stop lagging, I could finish. Okay, Rose's hair seems shy. I hate Rose. Well, I don't hate Rose, I just hate her redesign. Specifically her civilian form. Nah, the Pigella is fine, I guess. Millen, don't care. Marinette has now embraced her fashion side. She's more confident as a person and as a designer. She now wears clothes she has made as seen with her blazer, having her watermark on it. Alright. And then finally, Adrian is still trying to figure himself out. He finally has control over himself for once. Even though he wears the same clothes and hairstyle, His hair is more flat and his clothes is more wrinkled. This shows his escape from the perfect image forced on him. He no longer wears the orange shoes made by his dad. He wears plain white shoes to represent he's in control now. Yep, okay. It's high quality indeed, because he had to come up with these. Well, not come up with these, but analyze the outfits and... Anyway. Do they fit in these sections? Yeah, I committed war crimes. So what, Monarch? Yep. Yeah, I committed war crimes. I'm sorry. Natalie? Yep. Yeah, I committed war crimes. I will do it again. Lila? Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I ate all the Oreos. So what? Yep. Although it should be Plague. Oh, wait. Plague's down here. Yeah, I ate all the Oreos. I'm sorry. Yep, it's definitely Tiki. Yeah, I ate all the Oreos. I will do it again. Yep, Plague. Yeah, I was having a mental breakdown at 3 a.m. So what? Yep. Yeah, I was having a mental breakdown at 3 a.m. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize for having a mental breakdown at 3 a.m. And then I will do it again for Ladybug. Yeah, they all fit. Stop hating her, she's just a teenager. Exactly, what's wrong with you? And it's a fictional character. Although I feel like Felix was more of because he's on the good side now. I know that shouldn't influence anything, but oh well. And then Tomo was the reason for not exposing Tomo was because of it was at the London special. Lila fans. Lila is a fantastic liar and manipulator. Meanwhile, Lila, I know almost every language in the world. Sure. Marina pushed me down the stairs. Yeah, cameras apparently don't exist in a school where the mayor's daughter studied. Yep. I am a descendant of a superhero myself, Filipina. No crap. I traveled the world with Prince Ali. Nobody is going to ask for proof. I saved Max from a napkin. The napkin wasn't even aimed at him, idiot. It was aimed at you. And also, what I hate about that in, Chameleon, I think it is. In Chameleon. I hate how she literally caught it. Everybody gasped, which got her exposed, but then she just acted like it hurted her. That was such a delayed reaction. You cannot do that. Ah, it angers me how stupid these characters are. Ladybug is my best friend. Everybody believes her without proof. They're brainwashed. I don't know what it is. They're brainwashed. No. Where is Adrian's mom? This person clearly doesn't have social media, but that's okay. Because the social media I learned it from, they probably should be. Wait, did I learn it from YouTube or Twitter? Okay, if I learned it from Twitter, they shouldn't be on there. But if I learned it from YouTube, then you haven't been watching enough Miraculous YouTube shorts. Basically the reason for Adrian's Amok not being the reason Adrian's Amok wasn't in the rings, or didn't fly out of the rings, my bad, was because intention. Intention is everything, and this is confirmed by Thomas Astro. You got to intend to release the Amok in order for the Amok to come out, or for it to easily come out. The intention was to break the Akuma out and capture it to de-evilize it. the intent was not for the amok. So, yeah. Anyway. I didn't think of that miraculous. Okay. I don't think that a miraculous Civil War arc would work for 2 reasons. This is coming off the assumption that the Civil War is caused by Ladybug's decision in Recreation/London special, not telling the world that Gabe is Hawkmoth. Reason number 1, the viewers will only generally care about the reactions/opinions of a few characters. Realistically, I think that all of these cast members, very few opinions are genuinely cared for. Of course, we'd have Ladybug, Cat Noir, Rena, Carapace, Ryuko, Argos, and Bunnix for their relations to Adrian or Marinette. But while List Monarch's actions affected everyone, I just think the rest of the cast aren't interesting/haven't enough to have a unique voice on the issue, especially Mark and Nathaniel, who aren't in this image for some reason, though. Number 2, I can't see many people joining Cat Noir's side. Realistically, Argos and Ryuko, at a stretch, would be on side with Cat Noir. People always place Carapace with Cat Noir too, but I think that unless Nino finds out Adrian's identity, this isn't going to happen. The only way I can see it happening would be Nino finding out if they hone in on his hatred for Gabriel enough, or they tank DJ Wi-Fi over it. Other than that, people tend to struggle with their theories on who would go with Cat Noir, and I think that's evidence of a Civil War just not working right now. I feel like people are much more comfortable deciding who would side with Ladybug. In contrast, I know everyone is excited for the potential drama, but I want to be realistic on how it would go down. If it happens/starts in this season, even if it's the finale, I just think it'd be too soon. P.S. I'm loving season 6 so far. Alright, that's fair. Number 2, I can't see many people joining Cat Noir. Same, although I'm not sure about Argos and Ryuko, especially Ryuko. Despite Kagami telling, you're blinded by love, Marinette, that still doesn't mean she would support Cat Noir. Exactly, and Revelator spoilers! I feel the same way about Alia being angry in Revelator, yet still doing what was best for Marinette and her. And everyone, really. People think she's going to defect because of her reaction when it makes much more sense to hold Marybug accountable while still being loyal to her. Alright, fair enough. Ryuko Mori was the saddest akumatization. I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm a little scared. What, that Zoe's gonna end up like Chloe? Maybe I need to click on the post. Oh, holy crap. Okay. As much as people don't like to hear it, the writers confirmed that Chloe was never meant to have a redemption arc. She was supposed to represent someone who couldn't change. Yes, they revealed backstory with her abusive mother, but it didn't excuse her actions. However, I will admit that there are some disprinciples with this, and I can understand how this was a missed opportunity for Chloe and her character. In Season 2, she seemed to be changing and really getting some development, but then she went back to her one-dimensional self for the rest of the seasons. I won't deny that the writing of Miraculous is sus. For example, Miranda and Adrian are the main protagonists, and yet the show has treated him like a side piece. I jumped out of my seat when I heard him say Miraculous Cat Noir. Well deserved, but I still cried. They couldn't give him this in the previous seasons. Come on. Furthermore, it's very funny how they say Chloe is irredeemable, then give Gabriel Gress, the main villain, someone who has done far worse things than her, redemption. I'm very confused. The math isn't mathing. Guys, help me out. Did I miss a scene? Perhaps a lost episode in the ancient tombs of... Okay. But enough of that. I'm bringing a Zoe theory to attention. One that I feel very odd about. I never liked Zoe when she was introduced. She seems like a character whose sole purpose was to be better than Chloe in every way possible. She didn't feel like her own person. Of course, it seems that she's becoming her own character, but for her introduction always bugged me nonetheless. And the episode Daddy Cop, I hate that name. A post-credits scene revealed that Zoe had some dark backstory. I jumped. Yes, characterization. Let's go. Then I paused. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about this because if they go this route, I'm gonna lose it. It's hinted, read my words, hinted that Zoe may have done some sussy things. That, I just made that sound as so suspicious. There we go. Of course, this is just speculation. Maybe Zoe was being bullied. Maybe they forced her to do horrible things. Or maybe Zoe was a bully herself who did horrible things but changed her ways and is now trying to hide her past. I sat back down and I was like, oh crap, this isn't good. I like the idea of Zoe becoming more than just a better Chloe. However, if they make her a former bully, then the parallels between her and Chloe re-emerge again. She's already Chloe's sister. She's already been established as a nicer version of Chloe. Now they might make her a former bully. What do you guys think? Should I be losing my mind over this? If I missed anything, please correct me on it. Thanks for reading. If I end up making that into a YouTube short, I will go more in depth on my thoughts about it if there's time within the YouTube short. Alright, but not in this video because it's a Reddit video. I gotta keep it flowing. Anyway, as for the question this post is asking, I don't care. As long as what they are doing would have been the same if they kept this style, then I would not care about anime. Well, obviously it has to be good animation, just like I wouldn't care about what style they used. As long as it isn't crappy animation, I don't care what style they use. Just make it good animation and keep on what you're doing. Felix's aura will always remain unmatched. Marinette defeated the strongest akumatized villain. Marinette defeated the smartest villain in the show, and yet lost 2 times in a row to a side character that appears 3 episodes a season. Although I wouldn't say that in emotion it was a loss because she had her plan and it made Argos bring everybody back, which was her ultimate goal. Lila is such a pathetic joke. You will wind up all alone and Adrian will soon be mine. Gets called out by Adrian for being a liar. Gets exposed by Sabrina to the entire class, losing everyone. Adrianette becoming canon. I said canon. What episode did you find the most annoying to watch due to characters, morals, themes, etc., etc.? For you, it's duration. Ooh. Maybe. What if the whole show's annoying to me and I just don't realize it yet? Just what if? What if? Karma struck Chloe hard watching her... Karma struck Chloe hard. Watching her downfall brought me joy. Chloe, please stop bullying me. Watching you suffer brings me joy, Baker girl. Take a good look at this, because you will never, ever have it. This is edited, but this is not. That's the funny thing. dumbest to commit Mr. Pigeon. Doesn't even need a question. Anyway, there is a detail in the movie that is interesting and differs the movie from the show greatly. In the movie, in the scene where Chloe bullies Marinette for spilling a drop of coffee on her outfit, she threatens her, and then Alia starts crying, and then Chloe backs off. This proceeds with less physical threatening in front of everyone, more verbal threatening. She does chase Marinette down later, but no one knows what she was going to do with her aside from Sabrina. And this instance was more in public and was actually recorded. I mean, if all Alia could do in the show is record Chloe doing terrible actions, and Chloe would stop doing them, wouldn't she just do that? This detail is interesting and is different from the show. Chloe is worried about being seen in a bad light by people who would see Alia's recording of her. When she has shown Chloe ever cared about being seen as the... since when has Chloe shown she ever cared about being seen as a bad guy to the public? She did feel sad about it that one time, but most of the time she really did not care. Alright, yeah. And yeah, it does separate the movie from the show. Yeah, anyway. Lila or Mirelle are just a background. That's a background character. Although, based on that one YouTube short I made, the Season 6 magic trick. Speaking of which, hold on. Let me get my tablet over here. I really wish I would have... I literally thought about using my 2 YouTube shorts popping off as the title. But then I literally forgot about it as soon as I turned my computer on. But if I go to my shorts tab, 2 Miraculous... Oh my... Literally got way more views since I last checked, which was like yesterday. So, my first YouTube short about Marinette's original design, which is this, by the way. Marinette's original design, and oh my goodness, this is horrible. Literally top post of the week last week. I turned that into a YouTube short, and within like less than 24 hours it got 1.3k views, which isn't a lot, but for me, for a channel with 471 subscribers, it's a lot for me. And then literally the second YouTube short, which is what I was surprised about, I'm scared of you, the Season 6 magic trick, it's literally so close to 1.3k as well, which I thought it was going to cap at the 700 it was at when I last checked, but I need to start turning my Reddit... Remember when I formatted all those things as shorts, and I said I was going to turn it into a short? I never did that, but I guess I do need to start doing it, because that's literally 2 Miraculous shorts that have all of a sudden just reached out to people. And if I keep on doing Miraculous shorts along with these Miraculous Reddit videos, then I could potentially become a Miraculous YouTuber, and just... which I don't plan on sustaining me for life. But it's always cool to give it a shot, but I'm just saying. And then, who will Luca date in Miraculous Season 6? That didn't pop off like the rest of them, so maybe I need to delete it and re-upload it, just to see. But anyway, back to the video. It's probably Lila, if anything, because she did apply to go back to school. Which Kumita's villain is the most forgotten? Yeah, probably say this one. Coincidence or intentional parallel? Intentional. Nothing is coincidental in Miraculous. Nothing. So I'm gonna format this as a YouTube show. I know every time I say that I just don't, but I'm literally when you're seeing this, probably tomorrow it'll be a YouTube short. Probably tomorrow will be a YouTube short. But anyway, coincidence or intentional parallel? It's definitely intentional. Nothing is coincidental in Miraculous. Everything is intentional. Anyway, why is Chloe's butler the only person in Paris with a French accent? I don't know. Lila and Charisse is much more complicated than you think a deep dive. Not gonna have time to read this, but I will just scroll just so. And actually, you know what? I will copy and paste this so this gets summarized in a paragraph for me when I go on ChatGPT in a little bit. Just to copy and paste it. But you can read if you want to read the whole deep dive if you want to. Just I did that for myself, that way after this video I can go summarize it in a sentence for myself. Anyway, I did Miraculous nails and I'm obsessed. Look at these miraculous nails. Pun intended, because they're literally miraculous nails. Also noticed you're watching, what is that freaking episode called? Captain Hard Rock. Wait, did I actually just get that right unintentionally? I was about to say no, that's not the name, but that might actually be the name. The best thing to come out of everyone keeping a Miraculous, it's Sabrina. Nope. You can't fall in love with an animated character. The animated character. OMG, you are a horrible person, I hate you. But we don't even know each other. Yeah, fair enough. Here's what a lot of people see the Miraculous franchise. On the one hand, gold. On the other hand, painful, agonizing failure. Hey, Miraculous, season 6 isn't... Think about this meme up here. Just, OMG, you're a horrible season, we hate you. But I haven't even finished yet. We haven't even finished season 6 yet. Give it time. Who will be Lady Chaos? This question has been bothering me a lot. All the other Marinette, there's no in between. There's no in between. Oh goodness. I always hate when something is tagged with this. I hate it. I'm trying to make my wife, but do you spell her French name? Oh, why is it tagged with, for whatever this is in that word? Well, I think it's the reason sublimation didn't affect Ladybug and Cat Noir. Obviously, the speech about they are good people as they got them working together, but in my opinion, it didn't work all they were good. Best version of themselves. Well, no, duh! That's the whole point of sublimation. to be the best version of yourself. I don't think having 19 active Miraculous holders is a bad idea. It really isn't. Anyway, apparently both Marinette and Adrian have wall crawling powers in their base form. I forgot about that.
I still don't know what you're doing here.
If anything, you should have cut to, If anything, you should have cut to that scene in Ephemeral. Because he climbed on the walls in Ephemeral as well. If anything, you should have just cut to that. Someone made a ladybug cake, it's so cute. Yes, that is Alia's mom. I feel like that's quite obvious. Favorite Marinette transformation. Lady Noir. In terms of political leanings, who's the farthest left character in the show and farthest right? Don't make me end the Reddit video. I'll do it. I'll do it just because of a post I don't understand. I will do it. Just for fun, what funny debate / banter you see the duo having? On who has the better Kwame, I guess. Let's see. Graded in the new stormy weather, 100%. So which of these two do you think is named Iris Verdi? This one seems like an iris. Well, no, yeah, Blondie is virus. I mean, Blondie is iris. No wonder Alia didn't invite Marinette when she basically keeps running a smear campaign. Yep, excuse me, because he's in the United States, Nino and Adrian gasp. I never said he was actually there, I just said he invited us, that's all. Parents organized the visit. She's lying and I'll expose her for the fake she is. Oh no, Marinette, not that again, she's not a liar, you're just jealous of Lila, because... No, not true. I need more context. Like 100% Lilo isn't even that bad in Volcano. This feels like this should have been the show throughout season 2 instead of being thrown in at the start of Catalyst. Yeah, that comment's fair enough, I guess, whatever. I'm tired. To all Zoe supporters out there, I'm right here. Defend her. It can be as long or as short as you want. Crap, I'm not good at defending people. Like, in the heat of the moment, I'm great at arguing. But when I'm asked to defend something or someone, I'm just all my brain power goes out the window. Crap. Nah, that's coming on a bit too strong. Um, she's from America. Next question. Alright, I'm genuinely getting bored scrolling down Reddit, so no. So I'm scrolling down to one particular post I want you guys to look at, and after I read that post, I'm just gonna Reddit video. And I just can't ship, and all the kind of look like siblings. I know it's not because they both have dark skin. They just give off more of a sibling or cousin type of vibe, and it sucks because I wanted to like the ship. They are also too perfect, I guess. Okay. Yes, we need this. I know that. Anyway. Yes, this is the post I was looking for. I made a post on the subreddit. Wow. Got 2.2 thousand views. And I just came up with a theory on how the show could end. I came up with this theory, by the way. Let me show you. Also, let me format this as a YouTube short real quick. I just came up on a theory with how the show could end. Also, this is my theory, by the way, so... So, as many have speculated, the show might be called Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir because it's Adrian telling the story to Marinette about how they fell in love because she renounced the miraculous in the miracle box and lost her memory. Well, my theory is actually similar to that. Instead of Adrian telling Marinette a story, it could be Alia, or just anyone really, writing a book about everything happening in the show, and in the series finale, the scene after the episode ends can be one of the characters publishing the book. And what I mean by that is that it's a real world. It's the real world, so no time traveling, no miraculous, etc. But it's still animated. So, it's just an animated, realistic world, if that makes any sense. It's same animation. If they keep the same animation they have right now until the end of the series, then it's still that same animation, but just in a world where they're just making it more realistic, just no miraculous, no time traveling, etc. And they're just publishing the book, and it's a story about and the seasons are chapters, so I feel like that one's kind of obvious, though. Anyway. And I like the theory right here, or it could be Myrna or Adrian telling those stories as bedtime stories. And I said that could also make a lot of sense. Don't know what this is here for. If that's the case, I think Alex should be the one telling the story. She's the only one who knows everything. And then I replied with what I just said on what I meant by that. And I just replied 55 minutes ago to this one before recording. This would be good too. Bunnix was the one watching it all, so watching the show. That actually would be interesting, you know? Just a character within the show being someone watching the show. That's okay. And then, yeah, this makes sense as well. But anyway, with that, I am going to end off this Reddit video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to smash like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.